A really beautiful one there coming out from Karina Shea and Mikkel Teja, right? I, I I like Mikkel Teja and I like Karina Shea. Put two of them together and well, I guess I like it by two, right? Blessings to everyone this morning. Just to get the blood pumping this Tuesday morning, right? We have to sing, we have to dance, we have to express that love. We have to enjoy, live a little as well in between our hard work and productivity, Trinidad and Tobago, right? We deserve it. Once you make that effort, ingrained in our understanding is work hard. I know about play harder, but work hard, play hard, right? And our culture, our culture is designed in that way as well. We have a season for all things in Trinidad, and we certainly have a season for the expression of ourselves as well. So a lot of music coming out, a lot of good music as well, and I'll go through some of them, some of these songs as they come out and they hit me. We still towards the Christmas season, so people obviously enjoying their parang and stuff, but the infusion, there's suka parang as well. There are songs of praise and carols, etc. The songs of praise we could listen to, or we do listen to all year long, right? I myself as well. There are some that are extremely moving and neutral in some sense. So we could all appreciate when you grow up in a multicultural, multi-religious nature, you appreciate other people's givings, what they have as well, and you own it sometimes in your own way for yourself. I could remember going to school and we would sing in the choir, but there would be songs, Christian songs, etc., and we might just alter them a little bit to ourselves just to make it kosher, right? And of course we singing as well, because the essence of the message is praise to the Almighty. The essence of the message is supposed to be the meaning of what God is: love, sharing, kindness, right? Obedience. Do unto others as you have them do unto you. And we can all find an appreciation in what is real in the substance of these teachings. So we calypso, right? I like that one, and big up to the calypsonians, the soca artists as well, those who transition in between a number of genres of music as well. Right? Karina Shea has that ability, and of course Teja as well. He has proven himself. He given him some kind of soul as well, some music that going close to all kind of thing, jazz, all kind of thing, right? But the essence underlying is the same as well, right? So all praises due to the Almighty Creator. Blessings to all of Trinidad and Tobago, and those overseas as well who are listening in. Special good morning to all those who out and about, right, making the wheels of Trinidad and Tobago turn, My partner Giant is on his way to pension office. You must know your neighbors. I have to admit I don't know all my neighbors by name, but I might remember your name. I might even know your name in the first place, but I know your face. And share that love with your neighbor. Get to know your neighbor. Share that respect and help one another in whatever small way that you can. So I journeyed down this morning with my neighbor Giant, and he's an elderly guy, so he doesn't come out too much. But he came out today to go to the pension office, and he is depending on those who work in that facility this morning to get his business in order. Let us be productive. Let us do our best to serve one another everywhere that we are. Let us put a smile on our faces, even through the little challenges you may have at home, the little financial issues. Is the 9-10 money might done already, right? I'm talking about myself, right? Money done already. But let us still smile through it. Let us meet others with a pleasant attitude and see that pleasantry grow. Sometimes, people going through it as well, or they're not as polite as they should be. Don't study them. Let us all do as best as we can, and let us be productive so that people can get the service that they need and move on. I didn't promise, but someone pulled in the lane next to my mother's house, and they had a flat tire. I didn't have a flat tire. The tire bust on the road. And they asked me, hey boy, you just be on the radio thing, whatever, highlight this. And throughout our roads in Trinidad and Tobago, we are very aware that there are some holes that are destructive. I myself hit that hole already, and it shake my inner being. Force it deep. And not too wide, but it deep. And it is right in line with where, if you are driving on the normal course of driving in between your lane, is right in line for you to hit hard. So in order to maneuver around it, you have to literally dodge, go into the drain on the left, or go into the lane, somebody else's lane on your right. Even going through it slowly is a challenge because of its depth. I spoke to corporation already about the patching, and for some reason, I don't know if it is management, I don't think their money run out totally yet. They don't have the material to fill, so they say. I will try to follow up again, but it is my duty as well to highlight. And when it comes to patching these holes around Trinidad and Tobago, some big holes too sometimes, it is essential that we identify and patch quickly. They cause harm. They cause loss. I'm sure that hole caused an accident already. I'm sure, just because where it is placed. They cause the loss at time. They caused hardship. Thank God, the guy, good morning to you. He had a spare tire, but sometimes, you're sparing even that hole, some things tight, things tough, etc. And then you're stranded. You're going to something important, and you are set back tremendously. As priority, not just maybe it's a little more costly and challenging to pave and to pave and to pave, and we understand that where that is essential, that has to be done. But that simple patching can go a long way. I wish I was running a patch crew. As a matter of fact, I'm watching and I'm contemplating, what I could put. I see it's gotten so challenging. At least some people are putting dirt in certain holes, like a kind of dirt mix. Right? Some citizens doing it. Thank you very, very much for the person who filled, or the entity that filled the hole right after St. Anne's Mental Institute. Thank you very much, whoever filled that one. Because literally you had to wait, and it made the road a one way. Thanks to the neighbors in Diego Martin, whoever filled another one, and it have so many more. But that alleviation is essential, and we can do better to organize to ensure that there's a timely fix of some of them big hole, no small hole, big hole. All right, Good morning, Prezi. In early.
Yes, man. Good morning. I'm Imam Fuad Abubakar. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago, and good morning, God. God just alert me there.
All right.
Yeah, God coming out to you there and alert me to tell you something, because, as you're talking there, you send me deep in my mind to my society, my community. And you asking for some things there. That is how it's starting really. You're asking for some things there, and it's really things that you're really asking for, but I'm not talking what I see plenty of people hearing, Imagine the amount of people. How is 1.4 million people in Trinidad and Tobago? And then we have people internationally and then who hearing the program. But all among the people already hearing, because the kind of things we see in our communities, the kind of things we see in our environment, the kind of things we see around us, like greed, the greed survival, that like it taking up more the human mind than contentment and communication with one another and the existence. I mean, that was good looking for me to understand this morning, just hearing the vibes that coming from your mouth to that people associate with the neighbors and the brothers, and more like that among the people who are talking about in Trinidad and Tobago and in environments, like they really hearing or they listening, or they're not hearing, their ears ain't glued to the station or the program. So they're moving right. I see that generation of people who sticking so much on internet, Netflix, and all of them things, with bringing a whole discourse of cruelty and murder and thievery and police corruption and political corruption and everything. I mean, that right now we don't really have a pattern of people who caring for one another to fix no road. I see me in my community and think big hole in front of neighbors have vehicle and pointing and passing over the hole like it's not there. And it's dangerous to have time I will come out and fix a piece of something, maybe in the same dirt and some stone, and go wash away quick, especially living on hill and water coming down the hill with speed. So it ain't will last too long until we'll have a moment to gravel along the place to put a little cement and make up a little gravel and fix it again too, because I had to do it. and nobody else ain't doing it. And I tell you to my neighbor, they're sitting and watching the thing like it's not there. What kind of society we really live in, brother? You really, as a imam, you're calling for that sort of sincerity out of the hearts of men to do things, but I mean, I asking myself all the politics that we talking and all for all them politicians who supposed to do better and not doing better, and why they not doing better? Because they don't care. They're only talking about greed. I listen back on program that you do already, and when you're talking about them representatives and them, especially in the days of the PNM representative, that way they out. Because but when I listen to your program again, I'm during sleep this morning because I just have the radio running and recording what I record and tell you. And something wake me up with a consciousness you was talking in a program. That they don't care. All they concentrating on us being a representative for the conglomerate, for the hierarchy in the constituency. They don't care about we in the constituency. They go in there to fill the pocket out of the perks and everything from government. Imagine you when we talking about who excusing themselves, I'm not putting my ways, excusing themselves from parliament after you don't tell them well the conflict of interest and all kind and they excuse themselves for so much among that and with them really interested in community or constituency. They're interested in their pocket. I hearing a program we talking it man and listening good and it's fit a village. I'm not going to tell you to run back a program sometime you can go back to the program to hear what you really be saying something. I will be really saying if you know when them represent I tell you already, I really do not so much on them them politicians. You know, they are liars, they are thieves, they are calling them what they are because when you put them up on representative, they're not to represent we. They come out from we, but when they go up and they go into organizations that is not we. When I keep on asking for we to form a 12 to go in parliament, I will always say that now and then. They can't come up all the time because election done gone already. We're waiting for election quite on the next time, and it ain't close to that to be politicking of no election. But it will always be inside of my mouth that the people must come together. The people must unite. The people must associate. The people must organize in a structure of themselves as an organization so that they could put a 12 aside from organizations coming and picking 12 out of them, carrying them and making them own instead of training them to really be representatives for the constituency. Well, that's going on. What they're training them to do is to manipulate the people who elect them. Manipulate the people who is in the constituency, make them see a different order of politics, which is greed and covetousness, corruption. That is the kind of thing that Massa put on, and that is the thing that the representatives put down. Go right back down to the people who eventually live in that. I don't care kind of like, because they're not seeing nothing better. They're doing anything that it should because they're not seeing better. I roll them plenty because I'm straight wake me up this morning. Not wake me up because halfway been in radio and it come down to you was talking in the radio because you were put in plain. And I bring out exactly your heart, your consciousness, your soul that you're really talking. They're looking for betterment for people. But there's greed and corruption survival that constitute what we live in here, presently today.
Yeah. We just had to take the break, Prezi. We had to take the break. All right? Sorry about that.
All right, yeah. I rolled it because it had to. I'll have a nice day in the moment and time.
All right. I just missed the ads because the page was...
That was good.
All right. Take care.
Dysfunction for male enhancement cost $1,400. The Gap pills are priced at 250 pills for $500 and 500 pills for just $900. For the best in eye care, get the super combination of a Super Bright and the Body Healer. To improve the heart's function and circulation, get the Gap pills and Formula C. To get a total body cleanse daily, use the Gap Body Healer and Big C, all for a super low price of $1,300. To order your products from the Gap Man Limited, call 628-4531 for products that cater to all your health needs.
For more info, contact 476-7268.
A Trini Christmas is the best when Lion Bran in the mix. Lion Bran's self-rising flour or baking powder brings convenience to the kitchen, so the work to make the food is easier and quicker. And for Trini big onions, that makes the mix merrier, because we get more time to lime while we putting away the place or painting the steps. With Lion Bran mixes, your black cake, banana bread, and sweet bread eaten just like Granny Yoon. So grab your Lion Bran this Christmas, because our mixes make it merry. Lion Bran, the power behind our great taste traditions.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Merry Christmas.
Starting November 1st, we kick off the Parang and Christmas season right here. Ready to hear your song? Email us your request at street919music@gmail.com with your contact number, and you will get to shout out your music on the air.
The Embassy Yacht is back and ready to transform your events into unforgettable experiences. Launched from Kings Wharf, San Fernando, the perfect starting point for an epic experience of luxury, music, and celebration on the open water. By booking our vessel, your event will include a house DJ, state-of-the-art sound system, fully stocked bar, dedicated cleaning crew, top-notch security. This isn't just a venue, it's a floating masterpiece designed to make your event the talk of the town. Imagine your guests dancing under the stars, drinks in hand, with breathtaking views of the coastline as your backdrop. From birthdays to corporate events to exclusive parties, the Embassy Yacht offers promoters a unique platform to create unforgettable memories and boost your brand's reputation. Call or WhatsApp 399-5959 or email embassycruises@gmail.com.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
And we are back. So, you know, we have to pay the bills, of course. So let me just hold the calls for a short while. Glimmer and glow with the best deals on eyewear at Quartz Optical. Get up to 60% off lenses, plus get more with a free frame on credit purchases 18 months and over. Wear your favorite brands like Oakley, Ralph Lauren, Ray-Ban, Guess, and more. Get our right fit guarantee with the first 60 days after purchase. We offer single vision, progressive, anti-reflective, and much more. Plus, with Quartz Ready Finance, you can sparkle in that new frame today and pay us in February 2026. Book your free eye examination appointment online at quartzoptical.com. Walk-ins also welcomed. Only at Quartz Optical, value you can see. Offer ends December 15, 2025. Terms and conditions apply. It's the season to share the crunch and spread the joy, KFC style. This Christmas, make your table a festive one with KFC. Get the festive box, three pieces of spicy or extra crispy tenders and regular wedges for just $39.95. Or go big with the festive bucket. 8 pieces of golden chicken, 2 regular sides, and 2 regular wedges for only $159. Whether it's a family feast or an after shopping treat, KFC's got the taste of Christmas wrapped up for you. So come home to flavor, come home to KFC. It's finger licking good. This Christmas, make it magical with PRW Enterprises, your one-stop shop for everything tech and more. Keep your home safe with our 8-channel camera packages starting at just $3,100. Gamers, power up with gaming cases from $425. Mechanical keyboards for $1,025 and monitors as low as $799. Turn up the volume with the JBL Boombox 3 at $4,078. Or blast your favorite carols through Memorex speakers for only $2,500. Need gifts for everyone? We've got Fire tablets for the kids for $550, Fire sticks, laptops starting at $2,800, and headsets from as low as $150. Power it all with Aza Gaming power supplies for $550, and stay charged up with a Forza replacement battery 9 amp for $304. And here's the best part. Enjoy 3 months layaway available on select items. Shop now, pay later, and make everyone's holiday brighter. Whether it's a smart TV, a projector, or a generator to keep the lights glowing, PRW has the perfect gift for everyone on your list. PRW Enterprises, powering your Christmas with tech, joy, and cheer all year. Merry Christmas from PRW Enterprises, and you can go down to PRW Lowlands Tobago or contact them at 285-9779 extension 501. Right, blessings to everyone in this season. Right, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, my brother. How are you this morning?
Hey, I did, man. Not too bad at all. And you?
Yeah, by the grace of Almighty God, man.
By the grace of God.
Yes, man. After hearing you announce these advertise these places with their sale and thing, you make me feel like going by Courts Optical this morning.
They ain't sound too bad at all. And if you really need it, head down there, man.
Yeah, I feel like we're head down there this morning. The way you put that over there, boy, you encourage me to go and make a purchase there, man.
You could tell them you hear it on Iwer station, and you could tell them I announce it too. Now I get some more money now, man. They go pay more.
Definitely.
Oh, good.
Listen, forward. I try to understand the politics section and I'm Tobago.
Mm-hmm.
I watched Mr. Watson Duke yesterday. No, so he said he's supporting Mr. Farley. He want the whole of Tobago to come out and show the support behind Mr. Farley.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when the reporter asked him if he is fielding any candidates, he didn't answer. If you supporting a party and the PDP is showing the support of Mr. Farley, it go be weird and awkward to see Mr. Duke still put out at least 2 candidates out there. No? That is foot and mouth disease right there. I don't know if Mr. Farley will endorse him. I don't know. But right. You see me, Mr. Fuad, after listening to Mr. Duke for some years, Mr. Duke is after money, you know. I'm being honest. Because he mentioned yesterday when he was talking, that piece of money you get, and he's saying it's supposed to go towards 1 or 2 things and labor and as the case may be. But I don't think Watson Duke just want to remain relevant.
Right.
That's how I see it.
Well, which one it is? Which one it is you really think? You say first you think you after money, which I don't think is that one. I kind of pay attention to people and try to analyze their motives and stuff as well. And I have seen how Watson Duke operates as well. He will spend it and give it all to people in the pursuit of maybe office, maybe position as well. But he's not a person that I see is driven so much by money. Just my opinion of it, right? From what I've seen of him over a long period of time. Don't be confused at all. He does the spend, and even Tobago people will say that, right? If there's something going on and you reach out to Duke, you want this, even if you ain't reach out, he helping. So maybe the drive is other things, but I don't think there's so much money for him, in my opinion.
I know. All right, fair enough. But I remember when he was the president of PSA, he mentioned to the members that he wanted his car, he wanted a brand new car every 5 years.
Right.
Every 5 years, I want my car.
Right.
And he's saying money don't sleep out.
Right. All I know, he's a happy fella. He's a happy fella. He like a nice lifestyle. Who doesn't? And I've heard him made statements in the past which are profoundly correct as well, as a man, right? And I mean it extends to humankind as well. Without financial ability, you are really challenged. You're not really fully yourself, to say, and I could understand that type of thinking as well, that you want in a blessed country like this the best as well. But he's not a person, in my opinion, from my personal experience as well, to just accumulate and hoard like others. It have people like that in the society, who looking for millions and millions to put away and to have and to he's not so much but he like nice things. He like to play himself.
Nobody can fight that. Nobody can be against that. I think everybody want us see themselves in a certain way in life, and they want to continue with it. But Mr. Duke really lost my confidence in him. You see, when Mr. Duke accepted that 5%, he really he did let me down there, Mr. Fuad.
Right.
Because I remember when Mr. Duke said, he really, he said, over my dead body, over my dead body, and all these kind of things, and then you just whine and decide collecting 5%, and then you go on and about, I think it's about 3 weeks or a month vacation. So he lost my credibility in him from there, and I've been watching him from then to onward.
Yeah.
Right? But I don't know how the politics will turn. I don't know if Fali will accept him. Because if Fali wins it, that's this THA election, Mr. Fuad. Mr. Duke might just take recognition to say one for me, Fali win that win. This is Duke. So I wait to see how it will go, if Mr. Fali will endorse him, how far Mr. Duke is willing to go. I'll watch and I'll be in the pavilion looking on Mr.
It's definitely interesting. Yeah, man. Blessings. Yeah. Definitely an interesting development in Tobago politics. Of course, he has his name, his image, and people listen as well when he speaks. Always extremely theatrical as well. And I listened a bit to his press conference. I also have been listening a bit to the TPP and Fali and others, what they have been putting out. And it's going to be an important race in Tobago. I don't know how hotly contested it is. Extremely important for the PNM, but I don't know how much they will really be able to turn back the hands that have already turned in the past towards the TPP. I think in everybody's estimation, the anchor is supposed to hold. Morning, brother.
Blessed morning. Good God of my salvation, and help a light upon a younger generation.
Yeah, man.
Well, I see what's in Jogi Spartans and Fali. Well, that little brother. and they patch up differences and they come together. They don't want to see the light of the PNM again.
Yeah.
But he's saying what the joke saying, he want money. When Rowley come on the platform and say he money don't sleep out, he need all the money, take 47% and run out like Geronimo. And leave his brothers and them behind. But the PNM there in Tobago there, you know, Watson Joke and the Spartans come together and follow there. That's there for the PNM. They go with the 15 seat. You know, the PNM is right-thinking citizens. Because they know the damage and the destruction the PNM do for the last 21 years and that small, beautiful island there. So Watson Joke and Farley, I like all the patch-up thing. Man and man is quarrel and come back. So they do the right thing, and we don't want to see the light of the PNM. For what I said, there's some interesting videos there, by.
Yeah,
it's a matter should wild, politically wild.
Yeah.
But somebody might pick up and hear me cry politically and reach out to me. But
Yeah.
I keep knocking and I keep trying because alongside life, health, and strength, I ain't giving up.
Yeah. Take it easy. Take it easy.
Take it easy sometimes.
Yeah, take it easy.
Hungry mouth.
No, I understand that too. It's rough. It's rough.
But sometimes you have to come out and talk your mind too. But you know, either a strong loyalist, I support the UNC, but it has some snakes and crabs, ministers in the UNC trying to make the party look bad because you never come for such a really attack on them.
Yeah.
So for what I look to understand, well, I go read it for them and call out the name one by one. Bless.
All right, blessings, man. Yeah, so definitely paying attention to what is taking place in Tobago. Sometimes politically people are unified by their dissatisfaction with alternatives. And the PNM has really pushed many people into uniting against them because the modus operandi is terrible, it's horrible. Sorry about that, caller. And sometimes in your practical thinking, you have to ensure that they don't continue or come back, given what they do, and therefore you have to seek and you have to find alternatives. Sometimes you have to unite as well, not to split, and to ensure that it does not go that way. And really what should be an assessment for those who constantly support the PNM or want to stay there, they should reassess and assess why so many people as well do not lean towards that direction. Good morning, brother. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Fuad. Mr. Fuad, I think you touched on a very, concerning, topic this morning. That is respect to the state of the roads and whatnot. And to a large extent, they seem to be in not too good condition. And the way they go about repairing those roads and whatnot. And I listen all about, so I belong to the world, and I believe that people ought to draw on other people's experiences, right, in their lives. I draw from you. There are certain qualities that you exude, and I learn certain things from you and others. I have callers there, I learn, and people around me, you know, the community, and I'm a man of the world. And therefore, I have to draw examples from those people and others. And therefore, I would probably look up the Caribbean, and sometimes I look at some of the more progressive countries in the CARICOM area, and I look at Barbados sometimes. And they were talking about road repairs and whatnot, and how they go about repairing the roads and whatnot, pitching the roads and all that. And there seems to be a little bit more, how should I put it, organized and more deliberate in what they do. And you find that they would ensure that, well, they have engineers and whatnot who would visit the area, and you have, when they clean the hole properly before they compact this thing. But in Trinidad, they just check out some old dirt and throw on the roadside and take some gravel and throw inside and then put some pitch over it And if we need to move away from that approach to road repairs and that kind of thing. You send two men with a shovel, with a barrow, with two things. You clean out the hole, the wherever the thing is, clean it out. There must be a better approach to it. And you look at best practice, you look at what goes on. Otherwise, you put in hump in the road and you take like a sort of mortar and you throw on the road, and if you see our this thing looking 2025.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing, where are we going?
Yeah. Extremely disorganized in the way that we do things as well. You clean the drains one day and the pickup is 2 days later, and the piles that they put on the pavement where you're supposed to walk going to be, if rainfall, washed back in the drain before it picked up, and people commuting and they're seeing a set of heaps of debris and grass that you clean out the drain. I just find it that has been going on, Mr. West, for ages, you know.
But that's it. And I mean, how much it takes? You have engineers attached to these regional corporations. They don't have, and you clean wrong the dirt or whatever it is. You clean it up and whatnot. You get the different material you need to put there. You compact it and you pave and whatnot. Sometimes they just come and they just throw the tar over it, and that's it. I mean,
when they have tar, how could you not have an essential like that is going to save a lot of people? The destruction of their vehicles is going to save lives in terms of accidents. I remember an accident a couple days ago that they were blaming on a big hole, and no two ways about it. These big holes cause accidents. No two ways about it, you know. There's a bad piece of road. Go ahead.
One of the problems with these regional corporations, they lack people. Again, that is the problem. You take people who put themselves up for office and whatnot, don't understand anything about managing corporation and whatnot. Then is mayor. You look at Port of Spain, the disaster it is, and that is how they operate. I remember, and I like to draw on that. And the difference is this. I remember in the 80s or the thereabout, I remember people like Sage Rambachan. I think he was the mayor or the chairman of that Siparia down there. You had Mosena Sam, I think somewhere with Tuna Puna. And those fellas did magnificent job in terms of running the corporation. And because of Rambachan training as a man, he was a lecturer in management at UWI. You had Assam, who was qualified and well trained and probably into business, executive and that kind of thing. And you had things running perfectly. But you take people who don't have a clue, but they are chairman, they are mayor and all kind of things. No training in management, no training in anything, and accounting, nothing in financial, and you put them as mayor. And the thing, everything's an all mass. So we need to be just serious in this country in terms of how we do business here. Another thing I watch is these manholes. They take some concrete from slab, they plaster, they put it on and they take it and they put it over the hole. So you have a hump like. People who are, visually challenged, you could damage them. Yeah. You could have you walking and you walking on the pavement, and then when you reach a certain point, you realize there is a slab over it, a concrete slab on top of the hole with about 3 or 4 inches above the level of the pavement.
Yeah.
You have to do better than that, boy.
That is where to have a slab over the big holes.
But let me tell you, boy, I don't know, and the fact remains is they have money to spend on all kind of things except what is in the needs, what is in the interest, or probably satisfying the needs of the people. I just want to say one thing. People talk about people sliding down on the hill. When the government talk, I remember some Darraj and those people. You could forget about no man is perfect. I am not perfect. Who is without sin cast the first stone? Everybody has some weaknesses, we all have sin. And the point about it is that the things that he did during the period 1995 to 1919 or 2000 or thereabout. That, among other activities of the then government, was able to put the government into into office for next term. And I say so without controversy, because I'm not being controversial, because at that time the UNC under Basil Pandey was supposed to be the government, because the fact remains is that they were the incumbent, and there are people at the university in political science who said so. And not only that, you have constitutional scholars of the Caribbean who said so. You have these people like Adrian Saunders, who was once the head of the Caribbean Court of Justice. You had people like a whole host is what Arian Balkan and those people, Tracy Robinson, in their book, they wrote a book. They say Fundamentals of Caribbean Constitutional Law. They said that the office should not have she should not have lost office, and that's a fact, because he was the incumbent. And this nonsense that Robinson fabricated and talk about moral and spiritual values and all to justify change in government, nonsense again. But that is how we operate. But the point I'm making is, they did very well. And they had water for the people. They built roads, box drain and whatnot. Because when people don't have there's box drain and they live on incline on hill, when they're coming down, they're skating from up the hill straight down the road. Because all the water running in the road, digging up everything, and most of it render them impassable. That is the whole thing about it. So people have to get their act together in this country, boy.
Yeah.
They have to get, and the local government minister has to deal with that, look at these things and try to get these corporations to function and do the things that are in the interest of the people. Not anything goes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Just one piece of road coming out of Port of Spain by Besson Street there that has been in a state of disrepair for I don't even know how long. First it there long. First it in a mess long. Causes a pile up of traffic. Just one, and I spoke about this before, and I'm sure it exists in other communities in other regions across Trinidad and Tobago. One piece of road, one big hole, one drain that should be fixed in a manner in which people can pass over quickly to go and enter onto the highway, etc. And it just left for ages, causing traffic, causing damage to people's cars, causing accidents sometimes. And in the extreme case, which I think there was an extreme case a couple of days ago where someone lost their life in an accident. That's not good enough. And just through organizing the way that things are done, just through communication as well. Is it that the authority who is responsible for filling such a huge hole on a major roadway like that is unaware? Then what is the process? Who are we supposed to notify? And is there the level of communication so that the public and the population knows, call this person as soon, call this line as soon as there is a major hole or impediment in the road? Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning, my brother. Peace and blessings to everyone, man.
Yeah, man, and peace and blessings to you too. Welcome.
You know, what you spoke about just now there, that is one of the main exits from Port of Spain area, around the bridge and by Besson Street there, right?
Yeah.
And that piece of road, as you said, that, is a disgrace to see the condition of that piece of road for so long. You understand? Years after years, that piece of road the same way. You understand? Look at the type of holes in that road. Right by the drain, even before the build. You're supposed to have that road
Even the drain itself, my brother. What that drain, you could have the drain and do it in a way where it is level for the water passing under. Why is that drain there that you have to slow down all the time?
Metal culvert or something underneath that the water could just drain properly. You understand? And watch out. Where in the world you ever hear a flyover that's flooded? Look at this flyover here. Just to keep it, maintain it, and keep the holes and them clean so that the water can drain. Eh? If a heavy shower fall, the flyover flooding. And you see, when you come up Duncan Street, to turn to come around the bridge, the people who coming across Prince Street, it used to be, they used to have the right of way, right? They need to put a bold white line there and a proper stop sign because one morning nearly had a fight there because a guy trying to tell a man he has the right of way, right? But when you're coming up Duncan Street, the people who coming across Prince Street supposed to stop. You understand? They need to have a bowl. There's so much of things we're supposed to do, man, in this place, right? But they don't have a proper step sign there, you know? And keep up with the good work. I mean, your program, you are one of the, probably the number one talk show host in being neutral and very understanding. And keep up your very good job in assisting the people and things, man. Very good. You keep it up.
Thank you very much, man, and thank you for calling. Blessings.
You're welcome.
Yeah. It just has to be structured in a way that repairs can be done in a timely manner. And if there's a gap in terms of communication from the public to those who are responsible for fixing these things, maybe they don't drive, the engineers don't drive. I don't know. But fix that gap. Fix that gap. Because these huge problems, small huge problems can be fixed easily, but they cause so much damage. I remember a big hole caused me to get into an accident already. And as I am waiting for the police to deal with the accident that took place, etc., somebody else run through the big hole and bust two of their tires and almost crash in the nice new car. And the officer, when he arrives, he say, hey, let me move away from here where the hole is on a corner, because there's a likelihood that somebody will hit it, run off the road, and we might be in problems as well. There has to be a better system in place, and long-term problems that exist like that should be rectified. Think about it. Everybody exits through Port of Spain, out of Port of Spain through that Besson Street area. Well, I don't know. I think I saw some work being done on the exit from French Street onto Ryson Road, next to Roopnarayan there. I mean, and I'm speaking about the context of the West where I live, but I'm sure it exists in other communities, and I know there are challenges in other communities as well. Tremendous challenges in the road network. And we're not looking for solutions that are just immediate, but for small fixes that can create a big difference. For critical issues on major roadways, the response has to be timely and immediate. It has to be. We have to do better. If there is someone going to pick up the debris that you clean out of a drain, then don't let it be scheduled for the day after or the day after that. Work a system that is almost immediate so that the debris doesn't get washed back into the drain and you do an exercise of futility. You fail, so that it is not unsightly and also hampering to the commuters who have to walk around some piles of bush and silt and dirt and whatever else is dragged out of the drains. It's just, we can do better. I believe that we could do better. We spend our energy and our money and our resources being proficient in ticketing people for going up a street from for an immediate turn right. You know, it really doesn't even make sense. I guess they don't want people coming out of the street and then turning suddenly to go up that road. But you find energy. And yesterday I saw it was 3 traffic wardens. So that is 3 by 8,000 or whatever they're being paid. I'm not sure what they're being paid. By 1 police officer. Right? To ticket people for turning up a street, which really, I don't even know why that rule is in place there. It doesn't, and then the cost continued. And we have people who are focused to put their energy and their time, and thus the resources of our nation into that. When there are critical issues where those resources would be better aimed. So we need definitely to do much better. I was looking out for the parang break today, but no parang today. I get away because I say sometimes the program must be a little quiet and thing. I will dance a little to the parang today, but no parang. How fortunate, eh? The same day I plan to dance. Oh, good. So let me run through the news as well. And, you know, one of the headlines that stands out is another murder-suicide, which is suspected, right? And again, in the context of a relationship. And we spoke about it last week. And I want to reiterate to individuals, get out of and don't enter into relationships where even the sign of this violence and toxicity exists. My brother, good morning.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, boy, sorry, that was sad news with that couple, boy. That really sad.
Yeah.
So, I hear you have to check properly, and the first red flag you get in relationship like that is a get out.
If he tell you he going and kill you, if she tell you she going and, well, you could kind of maybe not take on what woman say sometimes, but still be careful. Yeah. But when a man tell you he going and kill you, don't let him have to, don't not twice. Don't let that be the first and the last time.
Yeah, because the first time is talk and the next time is action.
Yeah.
So don't play no game.
Speaking it is the beginning of doing it. Speaking it is the beginning of doing it. Don't leave. Yeah. Don't stay in that situation. Do not. It's no forgiveness for certain things. You're playing with fire. You're playing with more than fire. You're playing with a gas tank. Around, I don't want to say the people company. You're playing with one of them red gas tank. That, you know how dangerous that is. That we're playing with.
Yeah. You know what kind of trauma that child who went in and discovered them bodies. You know what kind of trauma that child will go through in life. Yeah, they get real concern.
Yeah.
Anyway, I listened to your discussion just now with the road run by Besson Street there. Yeah, boy, that is really something. It's just so long to go for that drain. If you know how much traffic jam that has caused.
Yeah.
Real traffic. That traffic that's go all up Charlotte Street, coming along the bridge there. That little piece of road there has caused that.
Yeah.
But but they not the people and them who responsible not concerned about that, you know. They concerned about raising fines. If your car license to be a private car and you pull bull, heavy fine for you. They concerned about them things. You know, that is why I find Trinidadians have to stop thinking about party politics, boy. Get out of that party politics because that ain't taking the country nowhere. Let up. It has some potholes up on my side here. I just shift a little bit because I didn't want to stray too much. It has some potholes up on my side here, and most of the potholes, sometimes they're going straight across the road, and sometimes it has some like circles on the side of the road. And in order to drive, you have to be shifting from oncoming traffic. That's accident there, you know. And some of them accidents could be serious. It have a pothole when you're going around a blind corner. Everybody does take the chance to come over on the extreme right. Now, if the car were coming around that blind corner, coming up at full speed, you dead, you know. Because the time you take it to get back over to the left, you wouldn't have enough time to do that. So you dead. So them is thing that they should be looking at instead of looking to penalize the public. You know. But Farid, you know something I'm watching, boy? Kamala said that she was going to remove the demerit points and lessen the fines. She moved the demerit points on some of the things, but the fines are them never lessen. It's still there. And then come on top of that now, an increase in fines. And under the disguise, this is the guise that was using, that is a deterrent. I can't say the word on radio, but that is stupidness. Right? That is stupidness. And people supposed to be, no wait. You see things like this happening, start to rally one time and let the government know what time it is. As I say, I given them a year before I really pass judgment on them, but my support dwindling, you know. It reached 50 now because I see the finance minister come out there Friday in Parliament and make some kind of draconian thing there, and I get into realize all of them is hypocrites. All of them cut from the same boat across, but they're different. You understand, in some areas. So we have to get it right. And by getting it right, we don't make a step in the right direction. As I said, let me take the next foot and stamp them. Right? Let me get a third party and let me get the country on a good footing.
Yeah, man.
Have a blessed morning.
Thank you very much. Yeah. I'm not sure if and I'll check back if the mandate and a promise was made in terms of reduction of fines. I certainly wanted to see a reduction in the fines, but I do remember that the demerit points were spoken about being scrapped, and they were scrapped. So I'm glad for that. But I'll check back to see about the reduction. Good morning. Welcome.
Yes, good morning. Trinidad and Tobago. Wow, what a Tobago atmosphere. Yesterday, I was in Juke here himself and his party supporting Fali. And it is why I do get emotional for these things and that, because as I told you many times, I'm very experienced qualified in this politics. And you see it again. When the communist mayor America, the partner hate to call that word, but I will call it that word and let to the guts. And Trump, my president, was going at it. Some people supporting the Muslim mayor. Oh yes, he's a Batman. He started for Trump. You know when he supported saying he went by Trump. They support him went by Trump. Human being. His speeches, he must never trust them. They say
I hear you, but diplomacy and working together, that don't mean your fundamental beliefs. One is a white supremacist, and you calling the next one a communist.
So you could say what you want there. Let me say it. When you see how the UNC supporters do like Rowley, if Rowley put on a UNC jersey now and come to the UNC, every single soldier, every single member, every single supporter, it's the same thing. This Kamala Prasad, Mr. Sir.
Nah, you're going too far. I know you're trying to make a point, but you're going too far.
Too far?
Yeah, I know you're trying to make a point, but you're going too far.
You yourself know a human being. I'm not going too far. You see, now this thing is not about, this one I believe that love and for country, it's fanatics. It's people who like who support who favor who. That's what this thing is about. This thing is not about no independent. There's nobody independent. Independent, hardly have independent people if they find independent people, whether it's Jesus Christ and God. But human being is not to be trusted. Because they never say that when you live in Rome, you have to live like the Romans. You know what I mean? So when I see the enemy of my enemy is my friend, yesterday is yesterday, and politics have a morality of its own. That's what you see put down there yesterday. And that is why I'm saying this to steady people. Stop getting emotional for politics. Like, somebody takes one of my posts yesterday and say, them Indian brave boy, and they start to use the N-word regular now. All I say, what do you mean by that? Because they are UNC power now. That PNM jail. That to call me all kind of names. Either like like bottom C. I love them C people and them. And look, all I have to say, if your comment mean because if the UNC in power now, that's why all them is Indians using the word N. I was like, these people and them boy. If it's Trinidad and Tobago, we ain't going nowhere. It will take 200 more years for we to get it right in this country. Because we divided by race, Christian, Muslim, Hindu, and Catholic. We divided by politics, UNC, PNM. And we divided by race, Indian, and African. So our country is the best, you know. I know something. When it's time to party, we can party together. We can come together and party like nobody never fight. Nobody never had no race. Nobody never had no religion. My people of this country, the only song we'll get it right. When every a black person and a Indian person. I come from India. I say you come from India. Then yeah. I said don't be foolish now. I said your ancestors come from India. Your ancestors come from Africa. You come from Trinidad and Tobago. You born here. You talk about you come from Africa. You come from Africa. You not know African. Your ancestors come from Africa. Your ancestors come from India. You born to be actually the mommy calling me. You born to be actually guardian. You tell document you come from Africa. You never come from Africa. Your ancestors come from Africa and bring me here. So we born in Trinidad and Tobago, we born in Grenada, we born in St. Vincent, we born in Barbados. These are Barbados, St. Vincent. Don't tell me but I come from Africa. I never come from Africa, you know. I come from Trinidad and Tobago. That's my birthland. That is my motherland. My ancestors' birthland is Africa. I want to target my ancestors' birthland is from Africa. My birthland is Trinidad and Tobago. and I will defend it. And I'm proud to be a Trinidadian. I'm not proud to be African. I don't want to go Africa. I have no idea of going there. I don't see nobody in Africa. I don't think here, but God black and nothing I cannot talk about God black and he's a black man and look in the Bible and look this. When I watch human being, when I watch East Indian, Bangladesh, Germany, England, Africa, I see God. I see a man who make all of us to his own image and his own likeness. I thank you very much.
Yeah, man. Thanks. And I could understand parts of your message, right? And don't take it too literal, but I can understand what you're saying in terms of us dismissing the racial aspect that people highlight from our heritage and our ancestry. I could understand that. But of course you can identify with your roots and your heritage and still be respectful and loving towards others and still not harness that difference in a negative fashion. So we have to be wise enough to do that as well. I've seen in the news tricksters as well. You know, this is a period in time where people do a bit of purchasing and shopping. Be careful, please. Be careful with your transactions, because there are those who are out here looking for it, so to speak, so they say, right? And I had an interaction with someone yesterday, and they are in a difficult situation, and in the hopelessness they just said, you know, maybe just talking it, and I hope it's just talking it as well, because I try to discourage that type of thinking even, and as I said before, saying it is the beginning of doing it. So, you know, the individual in a difficult position was like, I'm going to do whatever I had to do, whatever it is. So, hope that nothing can happen to me. You know, that type of attitude. And it does not work out, right? It never does. Even if it works out temporarily, in the long term, it does not work out. But at the same time, given the difficulty that some people face at times, I can understand frustration. I can understand. And there is very few places to turn. And that statement as well, I agreed with that statement, and I said even in my context, there's no way I could turn. People expect from, and I can't depend or expect from anybody but the Creator. So there's a lot of frustration out here. There's a lot of desperation even at times. And let us be mindful to it. Let us try to ease that desperation that may exist. Let us reach out to those who are really under it, even before they have to reach out or grab. I always say nobody has to rob me. You could ask me and I will give you what I have. So you don't have to rob me. But we need to do better towards what exists in terms of the hardship. We need to do a bit better. And some of the crime that we are seeing taking place, some is obviously greed as well, but some is also desperation. There have been people who for months have been asking for assistance in terms of employment, and I personally cannot help beyond what I can do. So I try to some extent. But there are people who are looking and who do want to work. Keep trying on the right course. You know, and I say even that, and I understand. I don't want to put it across as though I am justifying wrongdoing. But there is a level of understanding, and in understanding the problem, you can come to a solution. I pray that at some point Trinidad and Tobago could reach where there really is no need. There's no need to do certain things. And all the owners of certain behaviors are really on you. I wish we could reach that place again. It will take a lot of work, but we have to do that work. I'm reading on in the news, and one of the most interesting judges is reported to have made some comments which are positive. So I say let me look into it a little bit and probably echo his sentiments. And all of us know him, Mr. Justice Frank C. Prasad. Controversial at times. High Court Judge Frank C. Prasad called for national unity, integrity in leadership, moral renewal, and community responsibility amid growing social and economic challenges. Big words with even bigger meaning and depth. National unity, integrity in leadership, moral renewal, that's a huge one, and community responsibility. Well, I mean, in this individualistic rat race that we have adopted and we have followed for quite some time, I pray we could return amid growing social and economic challenges. And the social challenges and even many of the economic challenges come from a lack of all of those above that he asks for us to work on. The national unity, the lack of integrity in leadership, the lack of moral grounding, and the lack of community responsibility, even in the economics aspect of our lives, has led to greater challenges, social and economic challenges. He made the call as he delivered the feature address on Sunday at the 152nd anniversary service of the Mizpah Presbyterian Church in Claxton Bay. Positive comments there, ones that we can definitely follow. As a country and as a church, we need to evaluate our leaders, and we must support those men and women who lead with integrity and who, guided by God, are prepared to take bold steps and effect difficult decisions so as to ensure that we, whether as a church, community, or country, remain on a purposeful path of praise, peace, productivity, and prosperity, said C. Prasad to the congregation. He emphasized the need for humble, values-driven leadership at both the national and community levels, and warned that faith and church engagement are declining amid rising social division and economic challenges. Certainly, let us, in holding fast to those positive words, do what we can. Let us give praise today during our day, not just with our mouth, but with our actions. Blessed day to everyone. God willing, we'll be back tomorrow. For now, we're out of time. Take care.
in his rightful place, in our hearts and in our homes. Let's bring church home to you. Join us every Tuesday nights from 8 to 9 p.m. with your hosts, Kempes and Kevin. Be inspired, be blessed right here on the street 91.9 FM.